Yeah, I wish this was my game, but this is me right now. As someone starting out game development, I was looking for inspiration for my first game when I found a post that caught me off guard. Someone has been stuck in development hell for more than 4 years. The realization hit me hard because I was literally about to make that same mistake as a beginner. I was more excited about the idea of the game than asking the most important question: how do I actually start making a game? So I stopped. I had no clue where to start, and I didn't want to risk years of frustration from a mistake I could have researched first. I started searching things like mistakes to avoid when making your first game as a beginner. I looked through websites, Reddit, and videos. What I learned is that almost every experienced developer says the exact same thing: start small. So let me break down the main mistakes I found and how I'm avoiding them for my game. First one is starting way too big. This is the mistake I almost made. A lot of beginners, and this was me too, we want to make our full dream game right away, like a big open world or something with multiplayer. But almost every experienced person says the exact same thing. This will crush your motivation. You quickly realize doing this all by yourself is way harder than you thought it was going to be, and way more complex. You get overwhelmed and just stop. The fix? Start small. Even something as basic as a square that can move around the screen is enough at the beginning. Second big one is focusing on fancy art too early. A lot of people spend days or weeks making pretty characters or detailed models before the game even works. What I learned is that this is a waste of a lot of time. If the actual gameplay is boring, your art can't save it. The better way is to use simple gray boxes or basic shapes first. If the game already feels fun with just a boring square, then it'll be way better later when you add real art. Third one is skipping the core gameplay. This is about making menus, shops, or extra systems before the main gameplay even works. What experienced people keep saying is, make the core of the game feel good. That's what they call MVP, minimum viable product. It just means the smallest version of your game that still feels like a game. If it's a jumping game, make the jumping feel right. Nothing else matters until that core part works. And the last big one is adding too many new ideas while you're building. You keep thinking of cool new features and adding them in the middle. What happens is the finish line keeps moving, the code gets messy, and you actually never finish. So now, what should you actually do as a beginner? These are the same steps I'm using for my first game. I think they'll help a lot of people who are just starting out. Let's pretend we want to make a simple fishing game. Step 1. Write the core idea in one sentence. You start with a basic rod and bait, catch fish, sell them at the market, and use the money to buy better equipment so you can catch better fish and make more profit. That's the heart of the game. Step 2. List every feature you want. So I wrote everything down: different islands, boats, rods, bait, fish market, fish fighting, events, everything I think would be cool. Step 3. Cross out almost everything until only the absolute minimum is left. Different islands, boats, fish fighting, events. Right now, none of these are important for starting the game. Step 4. Make a very simple sketch. It doesn't have to look good, just boxes, simple shapes, so you can see the basic layout. Step 5. Decide what will be the placeholders. Instead of nice looking art, the player will be a basic capsule. The fish will be different colored blocks. The fish market will just be a simple block you can walk up to and interact with. What I kept versus what I cut. I cut the different islands because it would take too much time. I cut the boats because they only make sense with islands. I cut events and fish fighting because they're separate from the main idea and would take a lot of extra work. What I kept is the core loop. Catch fish, sell fish, buy better bait and rods, catch better fish, repeat. That's it. If your game already feels fun with just basic shapes, then you already have a game. Get that core loop working, fix the messy bugs. Once it feels solid, then you slowly add more later. Maybe a second island you can walk to, or a few extra rods, but only after the core loop is good. Before I go, I hope that developer on Reddit is doing good now. I'm grateful I found their post. It stopped me from making the same mistake. Link is in the description if you want to check on them. If this helped, subscribe. I'm documenting the whole journey of making my first real game.